Hello guys, this is Vysh. This is news update number 17. So this is about an issue in Turkey. You would have seen pictures of something called the sea snot. So what is this outbreak and what are its effects in marine system and what can be the solution, causes, all these things we'll discuss. Okay, you would have seen pictures like this. Okay, if it's a thick sludge kind of thing, it's there in the water body and it's causing difficulty for human animal life. Okay, so you should obviously see these things in the internet because more and more you see, the more it will get imprinted in your mind. So there has been growing environmental concern in Turkey over the accumulation of sea snot, a slimy layer of grey or green sludge in the country's seas, which can cause considerable damage to the marine ecosystem. So Turkey Sea of Marmara. Okay, so here map is very very important. If you see, Turkey is a country which is like there in both Asia and Europe. It's like a connecting link. So here, this body, if you see this water body, this is Sea of Marmara, and here it is the Black Sea, and here is Aegean Sea, which is a part of the extended Mediterranean Sea, which will be here between Europe and Africa. So this Aegean Sea and Black Sea is connected through two straits. Straits is what? It's a narrow water body. So here, if you see the point where I'm showing, here is a narrow water body. This is called Dardanelles Strait. Same way, here to go outside of this swing and to reach Black Sea, here also one strait is there, which is not marked here. I'll show you another map. Here it is called Bosphorus Strait. Okay, so that is where it actually connects Europe and Asia. Okay, here a bridge is also there, Bosphorus Bridge, which I'll show you pictures. So this Turkey's Sea of Marmara that connects the Black Sea to the Aegean Sea has witnessed the largest outbreak of sea snot. The sludge has been also has been spotted in the adjoining Black and Aegean Sea. So this it's actually spreading. Okay, it was here, now it's spreading into both sides. So in India and all every country, you would have seen algal bloom. Okay, this is called algal bloom, where a green color algae will be there. In some countries, it will be red color, then brown, blue. It depends on the algae. Okay, so it will be there in different parts of the world. Okay, so what is algal bloom? Algal bloom is the rapid increase of the algae population in aquatic ecosystem, both in fresh and marine water. Okay, so when it's fresh water, it is called water bloom. When it's in marine water, it's called marine bloom. Okay, so they thrive where there is abundance of two nutrients, that is phosphorus and nitrogen, usually caused by runoff of nutrients, animal waste, fertilizer, sewage. Okay, so when these kind of waste and all goes into it, more it becomes like more nutrients will be there, and that process called eutrophication. Okay, it's an environmental term. So eutrophication, and because of that, algae production will be too much, and algae will be covering up the entire water body. Okay, and then algal blooms are known to be mainly composed of biotoxins and are characterized by a distinct discoloration of water due to large number of pigmented algae cells. The colors range from green, red, brown, yellow. The major types of algal blooms are cyanobacteria, that is blue-green algae, and red tides, which is called by the red algal bloom. So these terms you would have seen, cyanobacteria, red tides and all, but you have to know the color also which is related to it. Okay, so algal bloom and water hyacinth are some of the most common forms of eutrophication, which depletes the supply of oxygen, leading to the death of animal life. Causes of algal bloom. Okay, for your exam point of view also I'm giving you in bullet points what are the causes and what are the effects. So causes, if you see, run off nutrients. Okay, you know this industrial wastage, the agriculture wastage, all these things will be running into the water body and nutrients will be overflowing it, which will cause eutrophication. High temperature. Okay, when the temperature is very high, that also aids to the growth of these things. Then presence of dead organic matter. Organic matter, when it dies, that also decompose, and it's an additional nutrient source for the algae to feed upon. Then there is like slow moving water. Suppose the water is very continuously flowing. If it's like a continuous river and all, you will not see algae. But if it's still water, in your hometown also you would have seen, wherever there is a canal kind of thing or something where still water is there, this green layer will be forming. So slow moving water is the best place for algal bloom. Light also, if it's like too much intense and too much high, that is not going to aid it. But if it is like fluctuating, okay, that means that is not the upper layer of the water, little bit inside where it is little shady, there it aids the growth of algae. Now these are the causes. Now effects of the algal bloom. So it is endangerment to the human health life. Okay, meaning not like it will cause death and all. It can cause if it is too much, but it is like the skin diseases. You will get irritation, itching, this kind of things. Okay, that is how it can endanger the human health. Then death of aquatic life. You know, obviously the oxygen it will be using it up, the algae, and then this thing won't be there. Okay, the aquatic life also will be a problem. Dead ocean dead zones. Okay, you know, like the dead zone means this only absence of oxygen. Okay, so it's a condition called hypoxia. In, if you know, in corona time also you will be hearing that term. So there are a lot of dead zones in Mexico region. There are a lot of dead zones. Even in Arabian Sea, I think the world's largest dead zone is near in Arabian Sea only, near Yemen, Oman, and all that side it is there. Okay. Then strain on economy or transport, meaning obviously when you see this kind of water, the ships and boats and all cannot move, and so transport will be affected, which will be having a strain and impact on the economy as well. Then strain on industries and fishing. Okay, the fishing people, okay, who are who have to depend on the water body, they also will be affected. Then tourism industry, obviously again the recreational activities, the boating, these kind of things will not happen. Then high water utility bill for domestic consumers. Obviously when water, drinking water, all these things are to be extracted, now extra expense is there for purification to remove these things. Then algae affect the food chain, like fishes may consume on this, then that will be consumed by some higher animal, and that higher animal may be consumed by even humans. So like that, it is going to affect the entire food chain. Okay, then overall pollution, okay, whether nitrogen phosphorus pollution is there, and that will again mix up with the air which is above that, and then it can lead to ozone pollution. There are many kind of pollution which can happen. So it's a very entangled issue. Okay, then reduced property value. Obviously when this kind of things are there, those areas because of its bad order or bad anything, okay, the looks itself, it is not appealing to people, and the property value can go down. Okay, then acid rain also, sulfur and all, when it goes up in the air, it can cause acid rain. That's a different topic altogether, but all these are different angles to look at the issue. Okay, the effects of algal bloom. Now sea snot is a marine mucilage that is formed when algae are overloaded with nutrients as a result of water pollution combined with effect of climate change. Okay, mucilage, like in humans, like mucus we tell, okay, when you have cold or something, what comes out of our nose and all. So that marine mucilage is what it looks like. Okay, this sea snot. So it's overloaded with nutrients, and the reason can be pollution and climate change. The nutrient overload occurs when algal feast on warm weather caused by global warming. Water pollution adds to the problem. Environmental experts have said that overproduction of phytoplankton caused by climate change and the uncontrolled dumping of household and industrial waste into the seas has led to the present crisis. The thick, slimy layer of organic matter, which looks like a viscous brown and foamy substance, has spread through the sea south of Istanbul and also blanketed harbors and shorelines. So the president, okay, Turkey President Erdogan has said dumping of sewage into the sea along with rising temperatures causing the crisis. He has blamed the outbreak on discharge of untreated water from cities like Istanbul, which has home to 16 million people into the sea. If you know Istanbul, it's one of the one of the most beautiful city also, and one of the busiest city also. This area is like very like urban city. Okay, it's like too much population is there. So these people, like industries are there, agriculture is there, so they will be dumping waste into this area only, Sea of Marmara. Okay, humans have always like been a major played a major role in destroying nature, okay, wherever it is in the world. So these people have been dumping too much waste into Sea of Marmara. So this is the exact place where this is happening now. Okay, so here if you see, this is the area where Istanbul is there, and this is the Bosphorus strait water body, and this is the bridges are there. Okay, if you see, the bridges are like this. It's a very like beautiful bridges there. It's like first bridge, second bridge, third bridge, like that. Many bridges are there, and it connects Asia with Europe. Okay, so this is what these places are like worth going and visiting. But now because of human activities, it's getting damaged. So it is to be noted that algae are the prime source of maintaining oxygen concentration in water bodies. However, if their growth is overlooked, they could lead to formation of mucilage. Okay, algae actually like a plant, it will be giving out oxygen and it will be good for the water body. But if it's overlooked and if it's like allowed to grow too much, okay, then it is where the it does the reverse effect. Okay, oxygen entirely will be sucked in and it will be going away. While the exact cause of the rampant growth is being ascertained, one prime reason is pollution from organic compounds like nitrogen and phosphorus. Okay, water temperature in Marmara has increased to 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius in the last 20 years above the global average. The sea is surrounded by a population of nearly 20 million people, which has triggered overfishing in the area, causing a major loss to the aquatic biodiversity, making it vulnerable to such outbreaks. Industrial and agriculture runoff has also been contributing to Marmara's degradation. So the mucilage has spread to nearly 80 to 100 feet below the surface, and if it collapses to the bottom of the seafloor, it could be further detrimental to the marine ecosystem in the region. So see the depth in which it is going. Now what if it goes till the seafloor, then it is going to be a complete disaster there, and marine ecosystem is going to be completely affected. Okay, the sea snot has a capability of even poisoning fishes and other marine species. Okay. Now if you see this, a sea snot outbreak was first recorded in the country in 2007. Okay, it's not like this is for the first time it's happening, but now it is the largest actually. That time it was happening near Aegean Sea. Okay, here if you see Greece countries there in Europe, Aegean Sea, this side it was having, because of Greece people dumping something into the oceans and all, it was getting polluted and just happening here. But now it is happening here near the Istanbul city. Okay, and this one, which is happening in Sea of Marmara, is by far the biggest in the country's history. Okay, so fishes are not dying. Over a period of time, it could end up poisoning all aquatic life, including fishes, crabs, oysters, mussels, and sea stars. Besides aquatic life, the sea snot outbreak has also affected the livelihood of fishermen. They have said that the sludge is getting collected in their nets, making them so heavy that they break or get lost. Moreover, the mucilage coating the strings make the nets visible to fish and make them keep them away. Okay, so fishermen is affected in two ways. One is the nets are breaking, and one because of this mucilage coating and all, fishes are now be able to see like something like net is there. Else net, if you know, it'll be like a like transparent kind of strings. It'll be there, so fishes cannot note it and it'll get trapped. So now two ways the fishermen are getting affected by the mucilage. Some fishermen also point out that the problem has already existed for a long time, and aquatic life was getting poisoned by the dumping of waste and global warming. Over the years, their catch has considerably reduced, and there has been less fish in the sea. This has compounded the economic crisis of the fishermen. So it's like since long time it is there, they are asking to do something, but nobody has been doing. Okay, so some experts have also warned that sea snot can cause outbreak of waterborne diseases such as cholera in cities like Istanbul. Okay, so waterborne disease also can come. You know, cholera spreads through water. Okay, so ecologist said that the brown mucilage floating in the seas of Turkey is a sign of how the marine ecosystem can be damaged and the effect it can have on the environment as a whole if serious steps are not taken to tackle the twin crisis of pollution and global warming. Turkey's environment minister said that the entire Sea of Marmara will be turned into a protected area. Moreover, steps are being taken to reduce pollution and improve treatment of wastewater from coastal cities and ships. Hopefully, together we will protect our Marmara within the framework of disaster management plan. We will take all the necessary steps within 3 years and realize the projects that will save not only the present but also the future together. He also said that Turkey's biggest maritime cleanup operation is being launched on Tuesday and called on local residents, artists, and NGOs to join hands. So everybody are coming together. They are telling this will be done, that will be done, and he's telling nitrogen levels he'll try to reduce because you know nitrogen, phosphorus when it is there, that is when the issue is more. However, not everyone is convinced, especially after the Prime Minister ruling coalition rejected a proposal from the main opposition. Okay, so opposition party told make a parliamentary committee, we will investigate this issue, but that was rejected by the leader. So that is now making like concerns, like why can't they accept that proposal? Okay, then again a lawmaker has told like the government has to approve the Paris climate. Okay, Paris climate deal, you know, Paris agreement on climate change 2015, which France and India initiated, and full world is trying to achieve that temperature rise doesn't go beyond a particular limit. So India is actually leading in that, and everyone are trying their best. So Turkey has not even approved it. So everybody, the lawmaker is telling first go and approve these kind of things and start following rules. Only then we will be doing good to Turkey. Okay, so Sea of Marmara is actually an inland sea, but unfortunately it is becoming an inland desert because of wrong environmental policy. This can be the UPSC mains question. Okay, this exactly statement will be given and tell like elaborate. So whatever I told in this entire video, that you have to explain. Okay. So the government should impose strong penalties and waste disposal facilities that fail to follow the rules. Now this one, a dean of a particular university has told that he had warned about this crisis more than a year ago, but nothing was done. Okay, he told the same thing, and agriculture runoff and all these things. For 40 years, it's been done wrong. There is not one specific cause of this, but many problems. Everyone is to blame. This is the last warning that we must do something about it. So this is like at the verge of disaster, and so we have to do something. Okay, and also there is a concern. This, if you see it in picture, there's something called Canal Istanbul. Okay, a $15 billion Istanbul Canal mega project is there, which will again like being digging and a lot of waste dumpage and many things will happen. So this is going to again cause a big problem. So that is why people are concerned about that. Like first go and cancel this kind of deal. Don't do anything here. Okay. So my fear is if this happens to the Black Sea, the trouble will be enormous. We need to take steps without delay. This is what the president have given the statement very recently. Now, finally, we'll see some solutions. One is proper sewage treatment. Obviously, you have to clean everything or do not allow too much this thing to get dumped there. Reduction of pollution and water wastage on a personal level. Okay, like humans, whenever it's farming or personal use or industry, the water level which you use, that will be low. Optimal fertilizer application, which does not have a very high concentration of nitrogen and phosphorus. The use of hydrogen peroxide is suggested by experts. Okay, meaning that will, if put into water, will be fighting against the algal bloom. Then ultrasound bloom treatment is there, which can reduce the bloom by 90%. Okay, these are all given by experts. So use of non-toxic cleaning supplies at home. Okay, meaning the washing powder, the detergent, the soaps, everything should be phosphate-free kind of thing, which should be used. Okay, so you can also give your suggestions or opinions and all, but this is the overall picture. I hope it's clear. People are trying hard since many years to fight these kind of issues, but humans themselves are causing it. So humans themselves will have to solve it also. Okay, so hope it will all clear out soon. Subscribe to our channel. We'll come up with the next interesting episode for you. Thank you and have a nice day.